Interesting. So let's get to know these cancers that we are talking about. What and what can constitute as cause or causes?
Mm. In real sense, there is no actual cause of cancer because I think the researchers too are still doing research on it. But in general terms, what they have come up with is that we have different causes of cancer.
Different
Like
causes.
yes, yes, we have
Okay.
different causes
Mhm.
of cancer. We have the genetic factor. The genetic factor, that is, this one is inherited. If your if your mother had cancer, there is a tendency that the child, will have cancer. So that was in the family history. If your grandmother has it, so definitely somebody in the next generation may likely have it.
Have
So
it.
we have the environmental factors.
Okay.
We have the environmental factors, in the environment we have smokers, people that are smoking cigarette, tobacco, and is the person smoking the cigarette may not even be affected as much as the person that sits closer to
Inhaling it.
the person inhaling it. So we have the tobacco under the environmental factor.
Uh-huh.
Then we have radiation, exposure to radiation. You're not even sick.
Mm.
Small time you go and I want to do X-ray, a little thing, I want to do X-ray, I want to do scan. So radiation from those machines too can be a cause of the cancer. Then we have the carcinogens, chemical carcinogens like the potassium, magnesium, and all that. We also have air pollution, air pollution. Like for instance, now you see a truck, a truck coming,
Mm-hmm.
exhaust is bad, then
The black
the black
fumes.
fumes will be coming out,
So
and you
those
have
things are dangerous, actually.
yes, of course, they are
Wow.
very very dangerous. So you don't need to inhale them.
Mm.
If you do that, it can cause also cancer.
Wow.
It can cause cancer.
Wow.
So it is always advisable when you see things like that, polluted environment can equally cause cancer. Then we have the lifestyle of people,
Mm.
the kind of life that we live. Under lifestyle,
Mm.
I can say, what type of food do you eat? One of these days, we'll do another episode on food, diet. What type of food do you eat? The physical inability, inactivity. Every time you're just sitting down,
Mm.
no exercise, nothing to get yourself in your system engaged. Where our body is like a vehicle, a car.
Mm.
If it is not in use, it's things in the where the parts can be packed up. So you need to do activities. People who are too fat, obesity,
Mm.
cannot even carry their legs like this. It's also a factor, environmental, yes, lifestyle causes of cancer. Then we also have infectious agents like the viruses, bacteria, fungi, and the rest of it. Then we have hormonal factors too. Hormonal factors. We have hormones, replacement therapy, reproductive factors too can also be a problem. Then other factors to be considered is age.
Mm.
Is age. Like in the aspect of mm, you know some types of diseases, age also constitute to it.
Contributes.
So those are the
When you say
few
age, is it like the older or the younger? Because
the older. But in those days used to be the older. But these days
yes,
we
that's
are
what I
now
was
having
about to
childhood
ask. Also,
cancer.
we talked about childhood cancer. So
Yes.
now, when we say age, at what age is one likely to see a manifestation of something like this?
Nowadays, I don't think there's any age limit because if you go to the hospital, I used to ask, but they used to say breast cancer can start from like 50 years,
Mm.
40 years, or
Mm.
thereabout. But my own didn't start at that age. I had breast cancer when I was 30 something years. You go to the hospital, you will see children having cancer, childhood cancer. Is it like in the cervical cancer? We that one is even preventable. Is preventable. So a child, that's why the government is advocating that they should go and do HPV vaccine to prevent it. So a child from maybe 8 years or thereabout can do the vaccine to prevent it. So to me, from the experiences and the people I've come in contact with me, I don't really know the age that one can have, you know, breast cancer or can have cancer. You know, every human being, whether a young child, an adult person, has cells. So when those cells overreact in the body, that causes the tumor formation. So that's my own, from my own perspective.
So let's get to know the symptoms just before we wrap it up. Few symptoms that can occur, and someone's like, ah, like you said, you saw a lump under your armpit, and before you knew it, it was in your breast. So I know for the different cancers, they should be varying symptoms, but let's get to know, are there some basic, symptoms like someone will say, okay, there's fever or pain or something like that that one can look out for?
Well, when we talk about symptoms of cancer varies
Uh,
on the type of cancer.
Cancer, yes.
Like the breast cancer, the symptom differs from cervical cancer.
Mm,
The prostate cancer, the symptom also varies.
mm,
Maybe in our next episode, we are going to look in detail
mm,
the symptom of breast cancer, symptom of cervical cancer, symptom of prostate cancer. But in general,
mm.
when one have start having feelings of
Yeah,
some kind,
yeah.
you notice that the person will have unexplained loss of weight, unexplained loss
That's like
of
the
weight.
basic symptom now.
Yes,
You
basic
lose
symptom
weight.
that goes generally
Yes,
irrespective
of
of
the type of
the
cancer.
kinds of cancer it is. So the person will have an unexplained loss of weight,
Mm,
or the person will be feeling weak at all time, fatigue, going down, and the pain. It will also
yes.
come with pain. But there are some cancers that is painless, like breast cancer. The lung will not be painful
Mm,
until when it gets to,
mm,
yes, when it gets to the extreme uh, stage of it.
mm.
Then you have skin reaction, skin changes in your body. You know, the skin color will change. Then some cancers you have bleeding, difficulties in urinating. So those are the general signs that may come with it.
Are there stages in the cancer development, like stage
Yes,
one,
we
two,
have
three?
yes, we have different stages. Like my own, it was stage two when the thing has started metastasizing.
Oh.
So we have stage one, stage two, stage three,
So
and
stage
stage
one,
four.
what are the symptoms of stage one? So that someone can, if someone has it now, someone will know. Oh, I'm in stage one now. Let me do something about it.
You will not really know the stage until when they do the test. You yourself will not know.
Hmm.
It is when they do the test that you will know
No.
about it, that what stage that it is. Mm.
All right, thank you so much. So let's talk about your foundation right now. You are into cancer. So what's of course you've already told us about your testimony that it's one of the things that made you go into this. So let's talk about Only Belief Care Foundation. Was it what is it into? Really into?
Only Belief Care Foundation, like I told you, is a non-governmental organization that is duly registered with Corporate Affairs Commission. So we are registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission. What do we do in Only Belief Care Foundation? We go about advocating on cancer, the preventive ways. We create awareness. The major focus of Only Belief Care Foundation
Mm,
is to tell people that early detection saves life. Early detection saves life. So we've been going about around local government and churches. We go to churches, we go to schools, we go to marketplaces, advocating that people should be conscious about their well being. They should be conscious about their well being. Cancer is not a death sentence. Cancer is not caused by your grandmother in the village or your grandfather in the village. That once you have see anything different in your body, you should go and meet the doctor for proper diagnosis and examination. That's what Only Belief Care Foundation. And we try as much as possible to encourage those cancer patients that that is not the end of the road. Yeah, I use myself as an illustration to tell them that you can make it. If I can make it, you can make it. So we also reach out to those cancer patients by giving them palliative care in a little way we can.